Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome to your channel, Mason Testimony, and we're gonna have some tutoring about sales skill, especially in car dealership. If you want to become a salesman at the dealership, and after we're done with the sales skill, we're gonna go to friendship and relationship. So I'd like you guys to subscribe to my channel, which is your channel, and let's grow together and let's spread the positivity and good words for all the new generation, younger guys that they're kind of lost in life and they don't know what they want to do with their life. We try to help them out and improve their quality of lifestyle. That's the whole idea of this videos. And I highly recommend everyone, if you already connected to your higher self and your higher power, which is God, and God will be your protection. It will be your best friend. And in return of all of these two, that's what everybody's looking for, you're gonna get wisdom. And wisdom is what missing in our society. So yesterday we talked about introducing yourself, make sure you know your product, and the most important thing is, are you a fan of car business? Is this your passion? Are you trying to take a job to your career and you become a business owner? These are the things you have to consider. A lot of people, they take a job as a salesman because they're thinking about you get $16, $17 an hour. You don't need to do that much. And you just gotta work for a couple months. If you don't sell more than the expectation, they're gonna fire you and you're just gonna move on to the next dealer. That's what 99% of guys, they're planning to do. But we are not spending our energy and time for the 99%. We wanna be part of the 1% of our society. The best sales skill, which I did it and so many other great salespeople do, is be a good listener. What do we mean by good listener? You need to listen in order to have successful sale. You have to write all the key points of the conversation. Piece of paper, you have to have a notebook. Each page has to be for one customer. Date, phone number, email address. A lot of people don't do that because they're thinking their CRM already has all that. But you're wrong. You gotta have your own paper, you gotta have your own notepad, and you gotta have your own organization. Customer is talking to you. This is my first time buying a car. financing right away. First time buyer. My credit score is not good. You assume below 600. I have a trade-in. Right away, you get the VIN number, mileage, and you put it in a system, which is called vAuto. Find out how much down payment they have. Whatever the down payment is, let's say 5,000, 10,000, you just wrote 20% of that here. So basically what I mean is, I don't have to tell you this, but I want to tell you this. Whatever the down payment is, you take away 20% of that down payment and keeping it to yourself until you need it. Why? If you take the 5,000 to your sales manager, because 99% of sales managers, they're garbage, they think if they say 5,000, you'll be able to get 7,000. Like I said, a great salesman protect a client, not 100% of the dealership. Dealership already protected. And I want all the dealership watch this, because I don't really care about any owner at the dealership unless I know you're a good owner and you're doing the right thing, which you are part of that 1%. And if you have any issue with me, you can always message me, reach out to me, and leave a comment. I'm here to show everyone what's going on inside the dealership. Why salespeople, they're sloppy, they stay rookie, they become garbage. We want people to be part of that 1% in the society who believes in a higher power, who believes without money laundering, fraud, and being a mooch, you still can be successful. Because all you need is God and people, client, reputation. Because reputation is what you need, and it's coming from people, coming from clients. When clients walk into a dealership, they look at salesmen as nothing. And I want to change this. I want to make sure salesmen, they become everything. A successful salesman is the one who closes his deals, not anybody else. How many percent of salespeople, they close their own deal? 1%. 99%, they have sales manager close their deal. And at the end, they lose more money on the deal than the deal the salesperson was closing it. Why? Because of ego, greed. So you take 20% and not put it out there with your sales managers. And you tell them this is all they have. So the next thing, the client or a salesperson needs to understand is, you not only selling features, you're selling outcome and feeling. When the customer come in with the weak credit and you have the capability to put him on a better car, something suit his height, something suit his style, something suit his budget, that's what the real salesmen do. Client pick a car, but he doesn't know what is the value on the Kelley Blue Book on this car. Is it suitable for a below 600 credit score? Is it enough down payment for this car? Is he fitting this car perfectly? If the guy is 6'4", you're not gonna put him in Honda Civic. So these are the things a real salesman has to consider. You here not only sell a vehicle, you also have to advocate your client. Advocating is what missing in car business. So if you in love and you have passion for car sales, then there is a long way to go. Now, we want to talk about how a salesman can grow at the dealership. This is the most important things I want you to understand. Again, 99%, they're looking for an easy job. 1%, and I want you to pay attention to this, they actually go to the dealership as a consumer to do their homework. What I mean by that, check out inventory. Talk to other salesmen. Ask for the manager. Check out coffee area. Receptionist responsive. Part department, service, atmosphere. This is what a 1% genius, real sales guy, a professional guy do before he wants to work at the dealership. If you show, which 99% of the time people show, I am hungry and I need a job. And they look at him, okay, no problem. Do you have any experience? No, sir, I don't. I just need a job. Okay, you hire, baby. No problem. He's gonna be my slave. He's gonna be my bitch. And I'm gonna make him a real bitch. So he become aggressive, he become mean, he becomes snitch, rat, and all of that. But I want him because as a manager, I'm insecure. I'm weak. I'm incompetent. I want to make more money. I want to make sure if I close his deal, he's going to pay me under the table. But a real salesman who believes in God, who knows his product, who knows how the sales industry works, how he knows the product inside and out. all the options. He can actually hear the engine without looking and say, this is a 2.0 liter, this is Honda Civic, and on and on and on. When the car starts, right away say, uh-oh, I believe there is a misfire on cylinder 2 or cylinder 4. When he look at the car from far away, he's like, oh, the quarter panel's been painted. How many salesmen we have that they know all of that? 1%. Less than 1%. Because when anyone in that area is that good, they start doing something for themselves. Not to waste their time working for a dealership. Because the minute you start working for a dealership, you are not only selling your time, you're selling your soul. And that's the truth behind it. Now, I want to tell you a secret. Tesla, it's my favorite brand. You want to know why? Oh yeah, bunch of you guys hate Elon Musk. You don't even know how to write Elon Musk's name, but you just heard some stuff, you hated on him because bunch of Karen, bunch of weak people. I respect the guy because he invented something. It's called Tesla. Tesla dealership there's no politics. There is no strategy. There is none of that stuff that you see in other dealerships. The price of the car is fixed. APR is fixed. There is no game going on. There is no GM or GSM or sales managers. There is no commission. Everyone make equal amount of money. A lot of love and respect to Elon Musk. That was my idea a long time ago. Why not dealership? Pay salespeople based on their performance. If someone's selling this month 10 cars, $25. If they sell 15, $30. If 20 cars, $35. No commission, no point on APR, no mess around with the trading, no games, no politics, no snitches, no ratting, none of that shit. Like Mercedes, BMW, all these places that when you see politics, it's high, it's a sign of conspiracy. It's a sign of money laundering. It's a sign of misconduct. It's a sign of miscommunication. When there is no politics and they respect the culture of the business, that means everything is going smooth. And I want you to understand this. I have lots of anger towards new car stores. You might ask why. I've been through in this system and I know how they do things. 99% of new car store, they're doing money laundering. It's simple as that. The only place that is actually making money or losing, that is an open book, it's their service and parts. Used car, It's only because of floating a cash flow, showing a lot of cash is going in and out. Why? Because they can show loss and they can get money and loan from the bank. What they do with that money they receive, 20 million, 30 million, they buy billboard, they buy lands, businesses, homes, and they invest in different countries. They buy private jet, they buy luxury cars for themselves, and stock. This is a definition of a new car store. This is a definition of a real purpose behind having a new car store. When you see a new car store that is owned privately and they only have 1 or 2 franchise, these people, they're doing a decent business. Maybe they don't make that much money, but they take care of their salespeople, they take care of their clients, they show profit, they show their loss, and everything is by the book. Everybody started like this, don't get me wrong, but the minute they see there's no profit, they start going to the different route. How many of these people, they're car guys, these owners? 1%. The rest, there are just a crook. Because they follow that rules that you don't pay taxes. You invest your taxes into different stuff. You asking me, what's gonna happen to car business eventually? Eventually, everyone will understand every vehicle that you see has a sticker price, has an invoice price that is 25% less than a sticker. Every car or every unit has a holding fee, which for each brand is different. For instance, Mercedes-Benz on a G-Wagon is between $5,000 to $7,000. That's the holding money back. Now, I want you to understand something. What would happen if dealership, they hire real sales, real managers? And I say real managers, and managers who has not only knowledge, but also self-awareness, self-love, believe in God, so he can manage his crew like his kids. Teach him, I don't want you to lie to customer. I want you to help the customer. I'm not gonna give you a high rate. I'm not gonna give you a high price. I'm not gonna blow up your customer. I'm not gonna ditch you in front of customer. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus in front of the customer. I respect you. I bring you up. I help you. Because we all part of a same team. And this is what the owner of this company has to look over, right, manager? Because the owner is Spanish, he's focusing on the Spanish people because he wants to help his community. If he's speaking Arabic, he only focusing on his Arabic friend. That's wrong. A real owner, entrepreneur, look at everyone the same. He loves everyone, respect everyone. So, what's going to happen to this car business? Eventually, people are going to realize that they're paying way too much for the cars. That's why a lot of people, they like to buy cars from used car lot. The vehicle is decent, a smog and safety is done, the price is negotiable, and if you have bad credit, if you have your own approval, and if you have cash, it's easy to work with all of them. And usually, if you're a good salesman, a great salesman, you will be successful working at the used car dealership. Because selling a used car, it's actually difficult than selling a new car. New car sell itself. All you need to know is to memorize the packages, how much it costs, the color of the car, and the MSRP. That's it. But selling a used car, you have to know a lot of things. What year the body changed? What is the engine on the car? Why this one is more important? Because this package came out in 2016. They had a lot of recalls on this car. So 2017 came out without the recall because all the recall and all the problems been solved back in the 2016. You have to know your product. You have to tell the customer what you know. The customer is coming. The only thing they're thinking is pricing and financing and their low credit. So you have to get their mind out of this in order to sell a vehicle. And if you imply your stress, your talk, your conversation in regards to the same subject, you're just gonna frustrating and make the customer exhausted. So you have to get their mind out of these problems they have and you put them in a new subject. So that's called a sales guy who is a problem solver. You have to solve people's problem. And in order to do that, you gotta start smoking your weed. You gotta stop wearing a clothes that you show all your necklace and put 5 rings in your finger and your pants is sweeping the floor. In order to do that, you gotta put your heart, your mind, and love and passion to your job. Because when you work at a used car lot, hopefully you work in the right place. You don't have a sales manager who's worried about his bonus. You're not worried about the sales manager, he just want to prove to the owner of the company, he's the best. He's making back end for you on a car that you already asking 5K over than anybody else in the market. And you packing a customer with $2,000. If the customer has a bad credit and you don't want to deal with it, you gotta tell them, I don't want to work with you, and send them their way home. But if you want to work with customers that have bad credit, you have to treat them what they deserve. They need to know that the APR is higher. They have to know you're making money on the APR. They have to know you're giving them the shittiest car in the car lot. And they have to know everything they're supposed to know. And you gotta remember something. You have to treat everyone the same. A person with 800 credit score or a person with 560 credit score. We all the same. We live under the same hypocrisy. And once you understand that, automatically you're getting close to God. We have millions of sick people in this world. Sick women, sick men, sick oldies, sick elderlies, sick everybody. They're hating on people. Someone screwed them over, now they want to screw everybody. Someone broke their heart, now they want to break everybody's heart. Someone gangbanged on their family, they become gangster. The father disrespected, now he wants to show everyone that I got it. The mother was a whore, now he wants to fuck all the women and say, because someone fucked my mom. If you want to be out of this, you need to believe in God and forget what other people did to you. The world's going to show, and it's coming that day, that the only people who survive is the one that believe in God. I cannot wait to finish up with the car business sentences and chapters, and we get to friendship and relationship. You're gonna love that when you hear all the facts and the real things that the society doesn't want to tell you. Stay tuned for the next video. I say what I say with feeling because I want you to learn. And I want you to know you deserve to know. Your father is not going to teach you that. The dealership is not going to teach you that. Your boss is not going to teach you that. And eventually, the last subject is how to discover a good dealership, which is good for people that want to work at that dealership and also people that want to purchase a vehicle from them. God bless you guys. I love you. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me the opportunity to share my information, my knowledge with everybody. Whoever loves it, I love you too. Whoever dislike me, but I love you. No problem. I'm not live in this world for your expectation. I live for me, and I want to dedicate myself to God. Take care of yourself, guys. I love you.